Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a topic that is incredibly important but often misunderstood: how to manage the intense urges to drink or use drugs by tackling the anxiety that often fuels them. If you've ever felt that powerful pull, that feeling like you need something just to quiet the noise in your head, then this video is for you. You're not alone in this, and there are practical, effective ways to regain control. First, let's understand the connection. Anxiety and substance use are often tangled together. When you feel anxious, your body is in a state of high alert, that classic fight or flight response. Your heart might race, your thoughts might spiral, and you feel a desperate need for relief. Substances can feel like a quick fix, a way to instantly numb that overwhelming feeling. The problem is, it's a temporary solution that often makes the anxiety worse in the long run. It creates a cycle. You feel anxious, you use a substance to cope, the substance wears off, and the anxiety returns, often stronger than before, now possibly mixed with guilt or shame. Breaking this cycle is the key. So, what can we do in that critical moment when the urge hits hard? The first step is to simply pause and acknowledge what's happening. Instead of immediately reacting to the craving, take a breath. Say to yourself, okay, I'm feeling a strong urge right now. I feel anxious. Naming the feeling without judgment takes away some of its power. It shifts you from being completely overwhelmed by the emotion to observing it. This small gap of time you create is your window of opportunity to make a different choice. Now let's talk about a powerful technique you can use right in that moment. Grounding. Anxiety often pulls us into worrying about the future or regretting the past. Grounding brings you back to the present moment, to the reality of your senses. A simple and effective method is the 5 minus for -3 minus to -1 technique. Wherever you are, look around and name 5 things you can see. It could be a book on your shelf, a crack in the ceiling, a tree outside the window. Then, name for things you can feel: the texture of your shirt, the cool surface of a table, the weight of your body in the chair. Next, listen for 3 things you can hear: a ticking clock, distant traffic, your own breathing. Then, 2 things you can smell, maybe the scent of coffee or the clean air from an open window. Finally, name 1 thing you can taste: the lingering flavor of your last meal, or just the neutral taste in your mouth. This exercise forces your brain to focus on your immediate environment, pulling it away from the anxious spiral and weakening the urge's grip. Another incredibly effective tool is deep, diaphragmatic breathing. Many of us, especially when anxious, take shallow breaths from our chest, which actually signals more stress to our bodies. Instead, we want to breathe from our belly. You can try this right now. Place 1 hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your stomach expand. Like a balloon, your chest should remain relatively still. Hold that breath for a count of 4, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. The longer exhale helps to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's natural rest and digest system. It's the opposite of fight or flight. Doing this for just a few minutes can dramatically lower your heart rate and bring a sense of calm, making the craving feel much less urgent. Once you've created some space with pausing, grounding, and breathing, it's time to challenge the thoughts that are feeding the urge. Cravings often come with a whole story. Thoughts like, I can't handle this feeling, just 1 drink will make it better, or I'll feel this way forever if I don't. These are just thoughts, not facts. Let's question them. Ask yourself, is it really true that I can't handle this? I'm handling it right now just by breathing. Or, will 1 drink really make it better? Or will I feel worse tomorrow? Remind yourself of times you've successfully ridden out an urge before. You survived, the feeling passed. This cognitive reframing helps you see the craving not as a command you must obey, but as a temporary and misleading signal from your brain. Now let's talk about proactive strategies, things you can do to build your resilience to anxiety and cravings over time, so they don't hit as hard in the first place. Regular physical activity is a game changer. You don't have to run a marathon. A brisk 20-minute walk, a short yoga session, or even just dancing around your living room can release endorphins, which are natural mood elevators and pain relievers. Exercise is one of the most powerful natural anti-anxiety tools we have. Mindfulness and meditation are also crucial. This doesn't mean you have to sit in silence for an hour every day. Start with just 5 minutes. There are tons of guided meditation apps and videos out there that can walk you through it. The goal of mindfulness isn't to empty your mind, but to learn to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting carried away by them. Over time, this practice builds a stronger mental muscle for dealing with difficult emotions, including anxiety and cravings, when they arise. Building a solid support system is non-negotiable. This could be trusted friends, family, a therapist, or a support group like AA, NA, or Smart Recovery. The power of connection is immense. Having someone you can call or text when you're struggling can make all the difference. Just saying the words "I am having a hard time" and "I am thinking about using" out loud to another person can cut the urge's power in half. It takes the struggle out of the darkness and into the light, where it's much easier to manage. Don't be afraid to reach out. People who care about you want to help. It's also essential to have a plan. Think of it as your craving emergency kit. Write down a list of healthy coping strategies that work for you. This could be your grounding exercises, your breathing techniques, calling a friend, taking a hot shower, listening to a specific playlist, watching a funny movie, or working on a hobby you love. When a craving hits and your thinking gets foggy, you don't have to come up with a new plan. You just have to look at your list and pick one thing to do. This is about making the healthy choice the easy choice. Finally, remember to be kind to yourself. Recovery is not a straight line. There will be good days and there will be tough days. If you have a setback, it doesn't mean you've failed. It's an opportunity to learn. What were the triggers? What can you do differently next time? Every moment you choose a healthy coping skill over a substance, you are rewiring your brain. You are building a new path. It takes time and repetition, but it is absolutely possible. Each small victory builds on the last. So, to recap, when the urge hits, pause and acknowledge it. Use grounding techniques like the 5- for -3- to -1 method to get back to the present. Practice deep belly breathing to calm your nervous system. Challenge the thoughts that are fueling the craving, and proactively build a lifestyle that supports your well-being through exercise, mindfulness, connection, and having a solid plan. Dealing with anxiety and cravings is tough work, but you are more than capable of handling it. Remember, these feelings are temporary. They will pass. If you're struggling, please reach out for professional help. A therapist or counselor can provide you with personalized tools and support. Your well-being is worth it. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on mental health and personal growth. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.